Hey guys, it's Al from Altruistic Channel, and I just wanted to drop in and kind of check in on everybody. I know that the eclipse just happened, and I've been noticing on YouTube throughout the night. I'm actually working right now, so I've been up trying to get some stuff done from my end of things. But I was noticing that a lot of people seem almost a little afraid and are kind of struggling with kind of the headaches and kind of there seems to be a little bit of anxiety maybe building around because I've been noticing that a lot. As far as people's videos and postings. So I just wanted to kind of address it from a different perspective. So when it comes to this particular cycle, we have concluded something very, very important. And as we led up to this, every one of us was kind of indicated, especially if we're on the path, that it was very important for us to do the work of relieving any type of fear or any type of anger or any ill will or any negative expression of emotion before the new year began. And so I think what's happening is that for those of us who maybe didn't do what we were being asked of, or maybe didn't understand what was being asked of us, this is a little bit of a jarring experience because you were basically being confronted with those aspects that you did not want to deal with. And that's not a judgment call because we don't judge anybody. This is a judgment-free zone, but it's not coincidental that this is happening in the Capricorn to begin with, and then on the 10th with the lunar in Cancer. These are the paternal figures of the zodiac. And those both, if you have been paying attention, have been under the past 2 years an immense amount of stress. And everything that you're feeling now, they've had for 2 years. We have. And so that's why you may see some of us that are not having the same responses that you are. It's not a judgment, and it's not any better than anyone else. It's just preparation, and it was done in a very, very obvious way. But maybe we weren't paying attention, and I know I wasn't until the last year. And then I got my shit together. But beyond that, right now, what I just wanted to say is that from what I can gather, and this is just friendly advice, guys, I'm not telling you what to do. In the end, the only truth that you need to worry about is your truth. But at the end of the day, that is basically relying on if you have been honest with yourself. And so if you don't deal with the darkest parts of you, you are going to probably have to face it now. And it's not like it's a punishment. It's an actual thing to help you. It's not like you're asleep and just waking up and in the middle of all this. You did the proactive approach to this. So in the end, please understand that it's a good thing. You asked for this, and we all put this in motion because it had to be done. Society has started to spin more and more out of control. And it's not like we're asking anything bad to happen. It was just that something needed to change. And so it looks like God's stepping in. But it's paramount of importance for you at this point to let go of fear and to understand what that is at the root. Fear is something that we do when we have something to be afraid of. Do not fear yourself. There is nothing bad happening to anybody right now other than confronting their shadow side. In the end, that should not be this paralyzing for many of you. And if it is, then ask yourself what it is that we're running from. In the end, only you can be free by you. And so it's really important that I express how much I care for everybody and that you understand that it wasn't easy for anybody in the process. But we sign up to be the best human beings we can be. And if you're on the path, you are a light warrior or you are a mystic like me. These are not necessarily always the things that we thought were going to happen. They kind of showed up in different ways than we expected. But your perspective is key at this time. It is paramount that we stay upbeat as much as we can. Yes, we're going to have headaches, and yes, we're going to have body aches, and yes, the more unprepared we are, the more dramatic this can play out. But why does it need to play out dramatically at all? We're not being asked to even change anything yet. We're being asked to face our fears, look at them, deal with them, and then let the emotion attached to them go. That's it. What's causing this fear is the ego or the brain reacting to stimuli that it does not yet understand. It's an illusion. And so in order to get beyond the illusion and to receive the gifts of all of this, so that you can do the next phase of evolution, is to let go of the anger and the fear and the hatred and the hurt and all of the things that make you get weighed down. There's no purpose for that anymore. There's an entire planet that's still stuck in this state, and they're just about to wake up. Those of you who are feeling this right now are the lead. You're the leading edge of what we wanted, which is a better world. And so at the very least, we have to do the work. And that's basically it. But I'll give you a couple clues here. And I've been prompted to tell you a couple things. Think back to when you were a child. Were you afraid? When you strip away all of the BS and all of the lies and all of the things that you thought you knew, by now on your path, you see that things are not what they appear to be. So when you were at your purest as a child, were you afraid? No. You learned that behavior along the way. So why are you getting afraid now? Be the child. That's why that's so important. Find that inner you and think back to the resilience. Nothing hurt you. Nothing bothered you. You weren't stupid and you weren't unrealistic. You just believed in miracles and you believed in fantasy-free fantasies and you danced by yourself and whatever made you truly happy, find that now. It will make a big difference. Also, pain. Pain does not exist. And I want you guys to understand that. Think back. I'm not talking about like life or death pain, because obviously you feel that. But I'm looking at many people right now. And a lot of people are very afraid of pain. I was afraid of it too, until I realized something that is very important for you. Pain is learned. When you used to fall off monkey bars and almost bust your head, you got right back on the monkey bars. What taught you to feel differently was your parents' reaction, which was justified on their end, but not true for you. So again, tap into who you are. It's the innocent quality of living life to its fullest and dreaming the most impossible dreams that will get you to a state of comfort. Remember, obstacles are just opportunities. They're just in disguise. The more that you align yourself with who you really are, which means a revisit to your ancestral lineage and who you were born to be, then you will start to find that you may also be getting some good karma. So don't run, own it. Because a lot of us are getting possibly Eden. You need to see it that way first, though. It is extremely important for every one of us to find who speaks to us, online or otherwise, whether you're in this dimension or another dimension. Everything is possible now. It's important for you to be happy about what that means. Gone are the days of slave labor. Gone are the days of having to do things in a way that's violent or hateful. You don't have to be that person. In fact, you're being given carte blanche to revisit what will truly make you free, without death or fear or anything bad, but truly a heaven on earth if you choose to see it that way. But at the end of the day, it's up to you. And all I can do is be here to remind you that it's important how you view the experience. It doesn't matter how we, or what or who we are. It's about perspective. Are you here to record the incidents, or are you here to be part of what's going on? Another distinction to make. It is important for you to ask yourself, who am I? What am I? Am I just a body, or am I a spiritual being? Because if I'm a spiritual being, then I can transcend any adversity that comes my way. That's important. It sets you free. Question yourself. Are you in judgment and going to hell? Or is it possible that you are being granted access to Eden? Dream big and bigger and bigger. And it takes a minute to get your brain wrapped around changing yourself from that woe is me or victimization, but it's worth it. I was one of the most negative people in the world, and it's not like I've been like brainwashed. It's just I wanted something better for me. And I wanted something better for humanity. I don't think it's said and done for us. I think we have real possibility. I think that we are able to do everything asked of us. Without pain, I'm not feeling it. But it's because I'm dedicated to all of us collectively moving forward. This is initiation, not judgment. It's important that we start to look at each other and support each other. So stand proud of whatever it is you believe. If you inherited some new gifts from your ancestors, maybe it's time you look at it this way. Maybe you get to inherit all of the good karma that comes from all the sacrifices from all of your ancestral line. If you can look at it that way, this is blessings. It's all up to you, kids. At the end of the day, the elders and ancients that are here cannot help you in that. A lot is changing, but it's important that you change with it and not against it. Don't fight it, because there's nothing to fight. You're fighting yourself. Why? That's it for me on Outlaw Naturalistic Channel. I am not telling anybody what to do. I'm just trying to help everybody understand that this is actually wonderful. And I hope you receive this message well. I hope that you're having a wonderful holiday season and get ready for an amazing 2020. Believe it. And remember, trust what you see. But understand that what you see is not always as it appears to be. That's the key. Later, guys. Bye.